ever wondered if Chet Holmgren might be a descendant of Abraham Lincoln? Or if a UFC fighter can beat an alien in a fight? You might have not, and that's all right. But Shea Serrano and Jason Concepcion from the Six Trophies podcast have. If you love basketball, and more importantly, if you love fun, you gotta listen to Six Trophies, where Shea and Jason serve up the biggest moments from around the NBA with their brand of unbridled joy, banter, and pop culture side quests. Each week, they hand out 6 pop culture-themed trophies for 6 basketball-related activities. Stuff like the Denzel Washington in Training Day trophy, given out to the player or having the best week around the NBA, or the Lauryn Hill, you might win some, but you just lost one trophy for the team or player that just can't get it together. Plus, a bunch more trophies for all the good, bad, or just plain head-scratching moments around the NBA. This playoff season, y'all want to make Six Trophies your go-to companion podcast? Follow Six Trophies on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. Listen ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus. All right, the 82-game preseason is in the books, and it's finally time for the real season. As we head into the second round, make sure you don't miss out on any of the remaining NBA playoff action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Right now, you can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Even if you lose, you win. From the play-in tournament through the finals, DraftKings Sportsbooks has you covered with the same game parlays, live betting, odds boost, and so much more. So download the DraftKings app now and sign up for promo code LOUNGE, LOUNGE. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in all the fun by playing DraftKings Daily Fantasy to win cash prizes. What are you waiting for? Go and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use promo code LOUNGE, LOUNGE, and bet just $5 on any wager to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code LOUNGE, only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a 10-time All-Star. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a 2008 NBA champion. The Truth, Paul Pierce.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Can they hear me? Can they hear me? Can y'all hear me? What's up, y'all? Yeah, it's playoff time. Let's get it. Man, I'm excited to be here with y'all. It's playoff time, game 1, second round. We got Cleveland. You know what we did to them last time when LeBron was there. You know, we had to get them out of here. So same thing today. But look, I got my other co-host here with me today. I've been working with her on the jump, ESPN, the one, the only, Rachel Nichols. Come on now. What's up, Rach? What's up?
I love that we both work at Fox now, too.
Now we have Fox. You can check us out Undisputed in the morning. So
I just kind of follow Paul everywhere because who doesn't, right?
All
exactly.
We're going to get right to it, man. We got a couple guests. Y'all already know them. We bringing them out from the 08 team. Eddie House, Scalabrine, come on out. We're going to get right to it. Yeah.
What's happening?
Let's go. I'm glad we're able to bring this excitement. Y'all know what this time of the year is all about. We got expectations through the roof. You know, we don't raise nothing but NBA championship banners. So, you know, we're going to go back and just talk about Eddie and Scal. What I want to come to y'all as, what you guys watch the team every night. Not that I don't. I watch a lot of games, but what's the comparison y'all have from the 08 team to, what's the similarities or differences you see between the 08 team and the 2024 team?
I would say the depth. You know, think about our team.
Okay.
We was from top to bottom. We had hitters, and on any given night, somebody could be that guy. For example, we seen Derek White with the 38, then he doubled back with the 25. You know, and then unselfish superstars. You know, Jason Tatum only taking 9 shots in a closeout game against you know, Miami, but doing the other things, you know, like you said it.
Yeah.
Your growth as a player, what did you see? You was like, oh, whatever the game needs me to do, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, the game needed him to make the pass. He'll get the hockey assist or the double hockey assist, or he'll get that rebound. So I think the depth is something that I could compare to that 08 team.
Yeah, and for me, it's just when you think about, and correct me if I'm wrong, you tasted it, Garnett tasted it, Ray Allen tasted it, but you didn't get the ultimate prize.
Right.
Same thing, Jason Tatum right there, Jaylen Brown right there, Al Horford right there. They're ready to win. That's the big difference. Where you guys were different in 08, you guys were ready to win. You would do whatever it took to win. It looks like to me, like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, every game will do whatever it takes to win, and I think that's where the similarities start.
But Paul, I know basketball-wise, you feel like there are differences in like the X and O on the court style, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So I was asked this question. So for me, I'm like, yeah, it's the depth, but like the game has changed so much now. You know, they shoot threes like out of control. Like if you get 90 shots, this team will take like 50 threes.
Right.
Like, and that's a lot of pressure. I think we would have adjusted to that because we had a lot of great three-point shooting on our squad. But it was 2 totally different teams just about style of play, demeanor, the way we played. You know, I thought we played more of a half-court punch you in the mouth, throw it in the court, KG, and we kind of played off of that a lot.
We was ghetto.
Ghetto?
We gambled.
We was hood as hell. You know that. Come on, P.
I like
These
to call
folks
it-
are all polished.
We was hood. We was hood.
This
No,
team
a
is
good
polished,
ghetto.
right? No, this
No,
team
I
is
like to call
polished.
it. I like to call it. We had a lot of personality.
Yes.
I mean, I like
Just
to
say the least.
I
There's
like
no
to
KG
say,
on this team.
We was hood.
So I'll be feeling some days we be on the plane and we got our sponsors on the plane and then we play
Not a
this
good idea.
loud, obnoxious music.
Not a good idea.
And then next thing you know, I'm shooting dice with Scal. and I'm
Playing Boo-Ray.
I'm sweating.
loud. Shooting dice with Scal and Big Baby. And I'm looking like, I'm doing like this. But then, you know, but we're in the middle of a 10-game win streak, so what y'all gonna say?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Hanging out.
I got this funny story. So one day we're in the locker room, the music's blasting, we got card game over here, we got dice game over here, we got people arguing over here. Doc comes in, all right, everyone settle down. They got to flash the lights. All right, everyone settle down, we're gonna watch some film. So finally the music goes down, like the dice stopped, the card game stopped, and finally everyone just chilled. They went to press play, and there was a mistake, like 1 second. It didn't play for 1 second. Music went on, dice game started, card game. It took another 4 minutes to calm us back
everybody
down.
calm
So
down.
That's what it was
now,
like.
I want to tell you guys, that's the reason the encore is here now. So they was like, let's shift this from the locker room.
Can
you guys can take it over there.
Could you imagine if it was
Man,
there?
that would have been crazy.
Can you imagine?
So
Yes.
that's the reason they built the encore.
Scal, you were playing Boo-Ray with him?
Man,
No, I used to play in the JV game.
Okay,
But
I was
and
gonna
then,
say.
and then we got KG and Ray, and I just went to the back of the plane.
Scal was a watcher. He'll sit
We
there
had
and just
such
be
a-
looking.
Well, Scal was smart. He wanted to hold on to his money. You don't play with the
but
star of the team.
we had a great dynamic, though. I will tell you this, Rachel. So we had the veteran game. So the veteran game was like me, Kevin, Ray, and Posey, and that was the veteran card game. And then you had the game with Rondo, Perk, Eddie, Tony
I wasn't no
Allen.
JV player, but you better
No,
get
but it
your
was
shit
just
together.
like
You were on the
it
JV
was just
game.
like that was
No,
the
no,
It
salary.
was like we was
I
we
know.
was,
This
the,
wasn't
we was the
about-
older guys, and then the younger guys
This
had
is
their
a salary
table.
discussion. Were y'all playing with M&Ms or what?
No, it was big money.
Actual cash. Okay.
That was
all
big
right,
money
all right.
out
Well, I know
there.
his game was cash. I didn't
No,
know
it was
what the-
money. We weren't playing
All
with. No, it was money out
All
there.
right.
But the thing is, it brought us together.
Of course.
And, you know, and
Sometimes.
that's why we have these
Sometimes.
stories.
Sometimes, right?
Sometimes.
But, you know, anyways. But let's get back to this team, man.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys about, y'all around the team so often, and then when Paul comes into town, right? He lives in LA now. He lives in Lakerland. We won't tell anyone. But he's
Yeah, I
always.
say the same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's why I talk bad about him on
Y'all
TV.
seen him on TV. You know where his heart is, which is what I was gonna say. I mean, he clearly bleeds green. What do you feel like the Boston reaction, and especially when you're in the building and then Paul walks in? What is it like when Paul walks in?
All love, and you can hear the. I already know he's coming because you can. When he starts walking out of the tunnel, it's like murmurs, and then people start standing up, and then it starts, and then next thing you know, the crowd goes nuts. It's like that.
It's like I'm coming back from the wheelchair.
Yeah, you remember that?
Hey, that's exactly what it's like.
Every single time.
Oh man, that's great. But like, I mean, what you guys feeling? I mean, Celtics great regular season. 64 wins this year?
Yeah, 64.
64 wins, and
I mean, it's a lot like you guys, right? That year, the 2008 year, it's the same wins.
but like,
second
No, we
round.
had 66.
66. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta get that.
Sorry.
We gotta get that straight.
Sorry,
we had
sorry.
66.
Well, what I was gonna say is that we then got to a second round series against the Cavs.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I was with y'all. You know, I was one of my early Sports Center assignments was to basically like move in with you guys and be with you throughout the playoff runs of 2008. 2009 didn't work out the way we had all hoped, but 2010 obviously, and get into the finals there. And I guess just with that second round series, what do you guys remember from that Cavs series? And then talk about this one too, right?
Have you watched that game ever?
What, game 7?
7.
I watched it a bunch. I watch it all the time.
That's one of my favorite games I've ever
No, I
seen.
do. I
the
watched it all
Cavs?
against the Cavs. That game 7 was crazy, man.
No.
Like, I swear that was it was a classic, like, Dominique, Larry Bird type
No.
thing. Because I looked up, and y'all both was up there in the 40s. I was like, oh.
I think I blacked out.
That's what
No.
I'm saying. Have you watched it? You
No,
haven't watched
No,
it.
no shit. That was I've been to thousands of basketball games live. That is in my top 10 that I've ever been in the building for, ever.
That was the
And that was a
craziest-
second round game 7, but it was. I mean,
It was the craziest battle
Incredible.
because, Paul, you blacked out, but I didn't. You know what I mean? I knew what was going. I didn't know what was going on until it got late in the fourth quarter, and I happened to look up at I was like, oh my God. And it was back and forth. It was like a classic
It was.
battle.
Yeah.
Like, you went, he went.
LeBron went.
You went, he
But
went.
I'll
And
tell
y'all
you-
was guarding each other was the classic thing about the whole
But
the
I'll
whole
tell
situation.
You, like, look, I'll never forget because I got home and I'm just kind of like, my adrenaline is still going. I'm kind of like still shaking. Like, I'm like, you know how you just excited? You
Right.
can't sleep. You can't.
That's that
just,
Red
You
Bull.
can't sit still. You just can't sit still. And I just remember Dana Barros was like, yo, you know what happened tonight? I was like, what? I was like, what? You did this. I was like, and I just like, I didn't understand the magnitude of it, you know, because I was just like, you know, it was second round.
Yeah.
You know, but I didn't understand like the
That was
back
an
and forth part
all-time
of it.
game.
You know, I didn't understand that part of
That
it.
was crazy. I
know,
swear that
and
was one of the.
I didn't realize until like after the season was over and I looked like, wow, that was kind of quick. Because I was in the middle of it.
Right, yeah, when you in the middle, you black out. But that was one of the
don't know.
best games I had ever been a part of. Because not only was y'all going crazy, back and forth to each other, guarding each other, but all the little small plays that everybody made within that game to make things happen. But then we got to give credit to the crowd because the fans was out there
off the hook.
the charts,
Yeah.
man. I'm
That's
telling
right.
you.
Off the hook.
And if it wasn't for
Is there
Pete,
anybody out here that was at that game? Oh, that's
There
what's
you
up.
go.
That's what's up. Yeah, right, man.
But
So
yeah,
I-
Pete, but if it wasn't for you and, you know, the crowd and everybody that was locked in like that, I don't, you know, we not sitting here with these rings. You know what I'm saying? That was probably the hardest series. You know, everybody talk about we went 7 with Atlanta. To me, that wasn't that hard because we knew we dominated them. But that game, that series against Cleveland was the hardest series for us to get through. And then we went through Detroit after
Hey,
that.
did you go to? Hey, you played for Miami, right?
I
after
did play.
that. After that.
After that.
Oh, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Nobody talk about that. Why would
Wait.
nobody talk about that?
What, that I
Like, you,
played for?
you snuck to Miami.
No, I didn't
him.
sneak to Miami.
Oh,
Y'all
we
traded
traded
me
him?
to New York.
I was gonna say,
I
is
got
that
traded.
his fault?
Yeah. Oh, wait, time out. Hold up.
Here we go.
Hold up.
Here we go.
What we not
See
finna
what
do.
happened was.
Here
Look,
we
what we
go.
not finna do is act
Why you
like
gotta
he
do that?
didn't go into the
He
office and be
followed
like,
LeBron.
I'll veto. Okay, he didn't veto the trade. You agreed on the trade.
No, I didn't agree on nothing. I didn't
Yeah,
know
you
what was
did.
going on.
Now he copping to the left, so he agreed on that trade.
I didn't
he
know
did.
who did we get?
Nate Robinson. And how you
E-House.
feel about that?
Come on, E-House.
No, we know what happened. Paul hit a shot. Nate went to jump on him. Paul said,
Right, exactly. I got out the way like, man, we lost the house
see Nate
because of you,
flipping.
dog.
What you say?
No, but
How much do y'all miss when stars really guarded each other like that '08 game you're talking about? Because I miss that.
everybody friends, you know, they don't want to like mess each other brand up or make each other look bad.
You know who ain't on that? Ant Edwards.
Yeah, he not on that.
He ain't on that. He want all the smoke,
Yeah.
and he taking it back to the old school.
All right. Listen, I gotta let y'all go. Y'all gotta get
Yeah, we
to
gotta
y'all
go.
show. Eddie,
See you guys at the game.
Scout,
Wait.
we'll
Let's
see y'all.
go Celtics.
They gotta get it. They gotta go.
You're trying to trade Eddie away.
No, that wasn't me. I'm telling you, I had no idea we traded him. I just came and he wasn't there no more.
I have a question about your chains. Did you win both of those playing pool?
Yeah, we had a pool. We had my boy right here, Inglewood 34. We had a pool match before the game. Yep, he got.
Thank you.
My other guy got me the chains.
This is excellent.
See, this is Boston love. That's why I always love coming back. But next up, we got. You guys know who created this foundation and this culture, the reason that we all bleed green, the reason that we're on our way to challenge for more banners in the future. Give it up for the owner, Wyc Grousbeck. Yes. I always got to give him a hug. Wyc, listen, let me tell you something. Look. Hey, look. Hey, Wyc bought the team and traded everybody. And I was like,
Except you.
I was sitting there like, I know I'm next.
Did you really
He
think that?
fired all the
No, I
coaches
did.
too.
You did?
Fired all the coaches too.
No, he fired all the coaches, fired the GM, and traded everybody.
Did you
and I
even
was
think
like,
about?
happy
Did
to
you
still
even
be
think
here.
about trading him?
Never.
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 No, but
I vetoed it. There was a trade that was put together and almost handshaked, and I said, let me sleep on it. And I woke up and I called Dan in the morning and said, I'm not going to be the guy that trades Paul Pierce.
Oh, look at
That's
that.
the truth.
That's why this is my guy. This is my
Okay,
guy.
so you can tell us now. What was the trade?
I don't, you have to ask Danny Ainge, but get him on here. He'll remember
All right,
every detail.
All right, that's on the list.
All right.
We got to ask for sure. What was it when you bought into the team, and obviously when you said, okay, I'm not going to be the guy who trades away Paul Pierce? Why? What was the love you already knew was between Paul and the city? And this was way before y'all won it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm born and raised here, and I watched Paul and Antoine come in. I watched the Celtics go through tough times. To some extent, get back to the playoffs, amazing performance against Philly and all that. I don't know. Ever since I've become lead owner, one of the owners, I've just done it on instinct, based on growing up here and based on playing my own sports in college and everything else, and just trying to think what would Red do, what's the right thing to do, and it's just instinct. And my instinct about Paul from the beginning was, I used to come to these games. I was telling him just now, with my little 5-year-old daughter, and she would wear a Walker jersey, and I'd have a Pierce, and then we'd switch him, and we'd have the foam fingers and the hats. We're sitting up in the stands, just fans, but we couldn't take our eyes off Paul and Antoine, and we knew they were special, and they are.
I mean, Wyc, I literally spilled blood in this city. I mean, how could you trade me? How could you trade me? I gave blood for the city. How could you
Yeah,
trade me?
it's true.
But you know it's not always
Literally.
like that, right? You have to have a team owner that's willing to recognize that.
No,
loyalty.
absolutely. You know the thing about Wyc, what I didn't know about, I don't think I even met the last owner, Paul Gaston. Paul Gaston was the owner, right?
Yes.
I never met him when I first got here. And so, but I knew when he talked about, I'm from here, I want to win. And you can see it in his eyes, because we'd be in meetings and stuff. And I remember we were at the crossroads during the losing streak in 2006. And I remember we just meet in the office, and I was like, I don't know, does this ownership group want to win? And he was like, we want nothing in the world more than to win. And then this is when they gave me the comments, but we want you to be a part of that.
Yep.
And I was just like, and that's what made me feel different. Like, all right, I want to be here. They want to be here. They want to win. And it just, from that point on, I just think our relationship got better. It grew amongst him, Steve Paliuka, obviously.
And do you think there's
Epstein.
parallels today now? Because this team, and I heard you guys just talking in the segment about today's team. There's no Paul Pierces on the team, but there's all-stars and Hall of Famers on this team, hopefully Hall of Famers. And they're in it for that, and we're all in it together still. That's still the feeling from 08 till 24. It's still here.
Well, the bond is, y'all traded us for these guys
I
that's
was
in the
gonna
locker
say.
room right now.
This isn't like OG.
These
was
are the
that one
picks.
trade for
These
Paul?
are the picks that they got from trading me and KG.
Right.
But it was all good. We was like, we know the future. They're prepared for the future, and we all kind of like agreed to
Danny
it.
talked to you though, right?
Yeah,
Ahead
Danny
of
gave
time?
the good thing is, like, some players get traded and they get, next day you just look up on Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah.
We had this dialogue, these conversations like, it's a possibility, guys, and it was like way months before.
And that's
so I
respect
knew
because Danny would trade his mother, so
Yeah, I know. Damn, Danny.
without telling her, without those conversations.
And
No,
do you
but-
remember coming back with the Nets and we played those videos for
Yeah.
you guys? That was a very special moment.
Yeah, that was. So you hear that I say it. You always hear that former Celtics players say it. It's always love when they come back. I hear Antoine, the way he talks about it. He went to Dallas after he went to Miami and won there, but it's not the same like coming back here.
Yep.
And you always hear the players say that, but that is a reflection on you and the culture we've created and the fans and the staff, everybody from the community relations, all the way down the line. And then, like Coach Mazzulla reached out to me and was like, we want you, to continue to come, and KG, and we love the culture here because I go to games. I've been to a Sacramento game. I went to a, Clipper game. I don't go to Laker games, but and I never see the former players, like never.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
totally.
even on national televised game, I never see them, and so that just speaks volumes about what we created here amongst all of us. This is all of us. And we're like a family. And so that's what I love.
Paul, let me say, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, you'll be remembered. Final MVP.
Yep.
Finals MVP, Hall of Fame, Celtic champion.
That's why you got those banners
Appreciate
up, right?
that, man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. And the tie, look, we talk about eras on different teams. There is literally no more of a link than on this team because it's your trade that got the draft picks, that got these guys. And how seriously you take that. Paul and Jason Tatum spent a big chunk of this past summer just working out together every morning. I kept seeing the clips from the gym and everything. Now, is Paul Pierce with your young superstar a good thing, the influence? How did you feel about that?
You can
I'm a
teach him a lot,
positive
I'm sure,
influence.
on and off the court.
No, listen, I tell them, y'all can call me to the gym. When we leave the gym, y'all go that way. I'm going this way.
Exactly.
I'm retired, remember. Y'all got to accomplish something.
Right. What was the most important thing you want to get across to Jay when you all were together?
Man, I just, I think what was expressed to me, I just wanted to kind of like let them know, like, it's not easy to win in this league. You got to wrap your mind around how tough it is, how hard it is to reach the mountaintop. So when you come to that point in a game or in a series where things ain't going your way, you got to wrap your mind around like, I should have known it wasn't going to be handed to me anyway. When I started to accept that, when I'm in foul trouble in the first half, I'm like, instead of getting frustrated, all right, this is what that is. How can I bounce back from all of that? And it's about the consistency of your work each and every day, and not getting bored with the process.
Paul, can I ask you about closing games? Because I've never seen anybody close as well as you. And I used to sit right under the basket so I could watch you from the three-point line, and you would shoot at the buzzer, and you and I would be the only two that knew if it was going in right away, because I could tell, and you knew,
saw the angle
but
of
I
the
could tell
ball.
pretty quick. But it seemed like you got calmer. The
did.
tenser it was. You calmed down. Where I'm going nuts, all the other players are going nuts. But you actually calmed down. Is that true? Is that how you felt?
No, that's 100%. Because I remember times where we're taking the ball out, and I look at the other bench, and I give them a wink, like
You
this
did
is
not.
like this is game. Like I would.
I call
promise.
game.
I promise you, because I would definitely calm down, because I just like I pictured it already, whether it be me taking a shot or making the pass. I think you have to put yourself in pressure situations to stay calm so you just don't make fast or bad decisions.
That's Hall of Fame right there, to be able to calm down under the most pressure.
Yeah.
That's Hall of Fame.
You can take that into your business deals. Just when it's really time, just be like, I'm Paul Pierce.
I'd like to.
I'm calm.
I'm trying to be Paul Pierce in every way I can.
But at
including
the same
calming
time
down.
too, Wyc, I didn't care about the criticism if I didn't come through either. That didn't bother me. And I think when it bothers you, it just
What gets in your
can't
head,
be
right?
It gets in your head.
I agree. From day one, I said to myself, no matter what the media says or the press or the radio or whatever, if we lose, they're going to say these idiots lost the game, and they're going to be right. And if we win, they're going to have to say they won.
Yeah.
And so you got to just take the consequences and see if you can perform.
It's funny. You said something earlier when we were backstage that shocked me. You mortgaged your house to pay for part of buying this team? First of all, it must have been a very nice house.
It wasn't even that nice a house, but this is back in the day. This is over 20 years ago, so yes, I did. I mortgaged my house.
Obviously, the team has, it's exploded in value, billions of dollars of extra value, but was there a point where you were ever nervous in the first few years of owning the team, like, man, did I make the right decision, or it always felt like this was the thing to do?
That's a great question. I always felt like this was going to be fine. The reason we did this, 100%, was for love and to win and to be part of Celtic pride and try to take care of this great thing. It's the truth. It's not a commercial. And so I didn't think that we were going to go broke. I didn't think the Celtics were going to go out of business. So I thought we'd be fine and pay the bills. I didn't know it would be a big financial success, but that we agreed. I brought in 20 partners, and we all agreed day one. I said, look, this is the deal. We're doing this for love, not money. I don't want to hear about other investments or what it could have been. If we ever have any extra money around here, we're putting it into the team. If there's extra after that, we'll share it. But that's it. That's the last money discussion we're ever going to have. And it's that way. And so if you operate that way as you own a team, if you say we're trying to do the right thing for the team, then all the good things happen. If you do it any other way, all the fans will see it through it, and everybody will be like, you're doing it for the wrong reason. So we did it. Honestly, my partners have been amazing. We are all fans who bought the team, and so we're with you, and we're all together, and we all own it together.
All right, I'm here. Wait, all right, hold on, Wyc. Hey, the team was bought for around $360 million back in 2003. Today, the valuation is $4.1 billion, around there, roughly speaking. So,
Paul, I'm sorry, it's not for sale.
4.1.
You got that kind of scratch?
All right, love. I don't got that kind of scratch, but look, he said love, not money. What if somebody, Elon Musk be like, hey, I got $10 billion.
Wait, what did he say?
$10
So what
billion.
if Elon Musk offered you $10 billion?
Oh, I don't think he knows if a basketball is blown up or stuffed.
$20 billion.
Come on, it's not for sale.
$30 billion.
Not for sale. Not for sale.
$50 billion.
Not for sale.
Not before the game. We gotta win another ring.
All right, there y'all have it, man. Hey, he love the team. I just said 40, 50 billion. It ain't going nowhere, y'all. There you go.
So what's the breakdown on this series? What are you guys worried about? What are you confident in? What do you think? What do y'all think?
I think Celtics in 4.
The man knows an audience.
What time is it? It's close to game time. We got to get to the arena. What time?
You're good.
What time
You're
is
good.
it?
You're good.
Are we
It's a
good?
7
We
o'clock
good?
game. 7 o'clock game. You're good.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
All right.
Donovan Mitchell is special. Those guys can play, all of that. Cleveland stuff, there's good fans. So let's just win tonight and we'll go from there.
All right. Is there a Paul Pierce story you have never told?
I haven't told, let's see. I don't think I told the one about.
Well, he almost traded me for Chris Paul.
No, maybe that's who it was. Did we or did we not?
No,
There
yeah,
you
did.
go.
Okay.
He did not.
Did we or did we not? He's still in the league, by the way.
Yeah, he is. Still chasing the title.
Yeah, he's got as many rings as Jimmy Butler.
Wow.
Right.
I never thought I would see the day that Pat Riley would fall on the Celtic side of an argument like he did the other day. That was remarkable.
That was, anyway.
Hey, so something we talked about in the back. So
Wait, we got to get his Paul story. Come on.
he's about to trade me. That's the one.
That's
Oh, the story? No. No, there was a time in training camp, and it was, I think it was 07 anyway, and the rookies were in. It was double sessions, and before the second practice, Doc said to the rookies, you make a half court shot, and there's no afternoon practice. We're done for the week. We're done for training camp. All you have to do is make a half court shot. And these three rookies got up there. I don't remember who the three were in 07 or 08, but there were a couple big men, and they were not going to make a half court shot.
Was it Perk?
No, it wasn't Burke. But so somebody steps up and maybe hits the backboard. Someone steps up and did not hit the rim.
Oh, I remember this. Oh,
Yeah, all right. And somebody stepped up and missed again, and there's three, and I'm in street clothes. Now, little did everybody know, I was over there every day shooting, and so Doc definitely didn't know. And I go, Doc, does it count? And Doc looks at me, he's like, are you kidding? It ought to count double, you know?
Wick got this. He got this same outfit on with a sports coat.
Yeah, right.
Coming on the court.
Right. Probably is the same. I don't really buy any clothes. And so I step up to I have to take like 3 running steps to get to the half court line. I get it to the hoop. It backboard.
Banks in.
I banked it in.
Banks in.
And the first person to grab me is Paul Pierce. He puts me on his shoulders with KG.
Are you serious?
And they carry me off to the bar because practice was canceled.
Oh my God. Please tell me there's a photo somewhere.
I was like, that was some bullshit, but we ain't got to practice today. Thanks, Wick.
Yeah. That was the happiest they ever were with me.
Please tell me there's a photo or video somewhere.
But it's true. There's no photo, but that was a true story.
That is incredible.
I retired on the spot. I've never taken a half-court shot since.
We got to take a minute, and by the way, thank DraftKings for this party we're having right now. How great.
Jason.
How great that they put this together, right? This is so sweet. I want to ask you guys about your favorite moments at the Garden. What do you think?
Favorite
what do you feel
moments at the Garden, man. It was so many great moments because I just remember even in our dark years that the fans were still there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still think about that, like, and then it just once we started getting better, it just kept getting louder and louder.
I mean, the favorite moments come after the dark moments. So we're in the finals.
Yeah.
And Paul gets hurt and the wheelchair, and he's off. And I'm like, well, that was nice. I'm going to spend the rest of my life saying, I got to the finals.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what my thought that went through my mind.
Right.
That's it. We're not going to win the finals. I'm going to spend the rest of my life going, well, we were number 2. We were a finalist. And then he comes back out and hits 2 threes after that. You hit 2 threes.
Yeah.
We won that game. We won the series. The other favorite moment was Game 6. 28-point lead at halftime. Come back out. It's like, is there going to be a lull? Is there going to be a lapse? We pull it to 35 immediately. And I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, there's a trophy in the building.
Yeah.
And I've got goosebumps right now. Wow.
Yeah, right. All right, so finals, we win. We're in the locker room. Me, KG, Ed Lacert, you know, everything's kind of dying down. This is an hour after everything. So we sitting here. It's me, KG, Ed Lacert, Pat Lynchy, who's a security. Ed Lacert is our team
trainer.
Team trainer.
Sort of, yeah.
And there's one more guy in the locker room. You know, the trainer. We're in the training room on the side, and then in the locker room, everybody's still kind of celebrating. But it's us 5, and there's another guy. So Lynchy, our team security right there. So I think we didn't already ran out of champagne. Me and KG got a beer right now. So we like, oh man, that was crazy. That's amazing. And so I look up like, KG, who is this guy right here? He was already in there for like 30 minutes. He was like, I don't know, he not with you? I was like, I don't know, he not with you? He's like, no, Lynchy. He was like, hey man, he had a beer in his hand. He was like, I'm just a fan. And Lindsey was like, hey, man, come here, get out of here. What are you doing? And Lindsey grabbed him and took him out, man. That was the funniest thing ever. He was just chilling. He was just chilling. Just right here, just chilling, had a beer. I thought he was with KG. KG thought he was with me.
All right. So one of y'all's got to go on Boston radio at some point. Call in to one of the shows and say, I was at the DraftKings party. Paul Pierce told this story. We got to find him. Put out the word. We got to find out who this guy was, right?
No, straight up. Like, KG will, and then I told the story, but you know KG better at telling the stories. He'll tell you the same thing.
Well, his will have more curse words in it, but you're a good storyteller.
Oh, man, it was crazy. Then Lynchy grabbed him like, get out of here, get out of here.
When I first started covering the league, y'all had beer in the locker room, though, after games.
Yeah, it was the coaches. The coaches had their little cooler right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't experience it as the coaches.
I don't drink beer.
I understand, but I didn't
No,
experience
this is
it as
Paul.
the coaches.
I don't drink beer.
Beer. Yeah, beer. I don't drink beer.
I experienced it as
I'm more
watching
of a
several players
Reposado
walking
guy,
over
red wine,
and taking from the
Reposado.
bucket.
You're going to drink a little Sin Coro tequila now.
Yeah, some
There
Cinco.
you
You
go.
know, I like a little Repo or some red wine.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Oh, man. All right, man, because of this, once again, we got to keep thanking DraftKings for putting this all together, man. Oh,
Thank you, DraftKings.
appreciate y'all. We're going to do this again, too. Hey, we're going to do this again every round.
Do you guys want us to come back for the next round?
Yeah.
All right, then you got to clap for DraftKings because they're the sponsor, so you know.
All right, TV deal is coming up, Wyc. TV deal is coming up, 2025. How does that change the dynamic and grow the business with everything? I mean, we're seeing $300 million contracts. I mean, are we going to get to 500, 600?
I remember telling somebody back in 2005, it's like you had a new contract, and I'm like, someday you're going to say, damn, and it's going to happen every generation. I think the contract's going to keep getting bigger. I think the league's going to keep growing because of the fan support, because of going global, because of the media partners, but it's really because of all of you. So thank you all very much.
Yeah.
What's the
Who you see? Who you think? What you think? So, I don't know. You got Amazon in line. You got
He can't
NBC.
answer that.
I know. I'm just saying. Come on, we can talk about this. NBC is in line.
Check you.
Netflix is in line. If you have to predict one of them, Amazon, because Amazon got football now. I think Amazon gonna step up with a big check.
Can we pick 3 of them?
Yeah. Oh, that'll be an even bigger
You
pie.
do all of the above?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
That'll be
nice.
nice. That'll be nice.
Wait, can I ask a question, though, about the global stuff? Because you mentioned it, and I feel like the Celtics are one of the most global brands the NBA has, right? What is it like when you guys travel other places, other countries? Like, do people talk to you about the Celtics? Do they recognize the Celtics?
100%.
What about you guys when you're wearing Celtics gear when you travel somewhere? Do people talk to you about the Celtics?
Yeah, we met I was walking down the street in Madrid, and a guy stopped me and introduced himself, and he's like, I just want to show you my tattoo. And I'm like, oh, easy there. And he rolls up his sleeve, and he's got a red Auerbach tattoo on his arm.
Oh, wow.
And that's all over, Celtics historical posts and stuff. But he's the president of the Spain fan club, which has been ever since '92, the Dream Team and Larry Bird. But so we had him over to a game and all that. But I mean, they're global. The Celtics fans are global.
Wait, were you wearing any Celtics gear? He just recognized you.
I'm sure I was wearing. I'm not very recognizable, so I'm sure I was wearing a golf shirt or something.
Or something
but,
like that.
What's up with the All-Star game? Are we bringing it here or what? You see? They want it.
Yes, we're bringing it here. We don't know exactly what year, but we are bringing it here.
I remember I asked you that a couple years ago at the game. I was like, we need to bring the All-Star game here.
I believe it will come. We have to get everything worked out, but when we say we're going to go do something, we try to go do it. And we have said we're trying to do it, and everybody's working with us, so I feel optimistic.
Nobody wants to go to Cleveland, Indiana, Utah. Man, come on.
Hey, we got
We're
one
going
in
to
LA
Cleveland
coming
Saturday
up.
and Monday, Paul. We're going to Cleveland this weekend.
We got one in LA coming up, and I think they've got San Francisco on
And let me
deck
tell
also,
y'all,
right?
Cleveland is the worst city in America.
Here we go.
No. You
Here we go.
You go out, and we have to play out there.
Officially for the Celtics, we deny that comment.
I was going to say, do you know what? He does this, and then my inbox for the next 2 weeks after
We
he
deny
does
it.
this.
We're looking forward to Cleveland.
First off, First off, so when I retired and I was doing the finals out there, first of all, it's gloomy. It's nowhere to eat. Then you got the June bugs everywhere. They just fly everywhere for like a whole 2 months. I was like, this is the worst. You know what I'm talking about?
You remember that CC Sabathia where like he couldn't pitch because of all the bugs? They're
everywhere out there. I mean, this is not a knock on Cleveland, but I mean it is, but it's not.
It's the most Paul sentence ever. Cleveland's the worst. I mean, no knock on Cleveland, but you know.
Yeah, with all due respect. No.
Well, we need that same energy tonight. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what
See, I'm supposed to ask you next a question about being an elder statesman, and here you are just bad-mouthing me, poet.
This is Paul. If we wanted like if we wanted a diplomat, we'd have somebody else.
Exactly.
We want Paul Pierce. We want KG. We want the real deal.
The real.
They want the truth.
From Washington, I mean, but when you met him, he was young when you met him. And
I was young when I met him.
I mean, weren't we all?
Let me tell you, look, Wyc, he come in his coat, tie, everything, sit up all proper. I was like, then years later, something clicked. He grew his hair out. He bought a motorcycle. He got a leather jacket on. I was like, this the Wyc I like right here.
I believe there's a name for that.
The name for that is Amelia.
Right. That's right.
Wonderful
yeah. I seen it change, and I was like, this the Wyc right here.
100%.
He had a leather jacket on. He started wearing leather jacket, boots, motorcycle.
What's the biggest difference in Paul since he was young, now being an elder statesman?
I don't really see a difference in Paul, which is a high compliment. No, that's a great.
Yeah.
Paul is like Peter Pan. He's always going to be, 18 years old, and
Hey, I'm a big man.
And God love him.
Y'all crazy.
Paul, were there any?
Y'all crazy.
Were there any?
That was
guys?
a long time ago.
Yes. Just wait till next week. Was there any of the old heads around the team when you were a player that you were like, yeah, that's what's up. They still come to support us?
Yeah, a lot of them came, man. Like Bill Russell would come to practice. I went to dinner with him a few times.
What was that like?
Man, it was just like, that's Bill Russell right there. I'm over here like.
Bill Russell.
No, just to hear his stories, though,
Bill
man.
Russell used to sprinkle.
He one of the best storytellers, man. He had stories about when he played, and I used to be like, man, how you playing them low-top shoes? Like, they played in them low-top Converse. I used to ask him questions, and then y'all shorts was like way up here. Did y'all didn't wear no? What did y'all wear underneath the shorts? It was just just to be around. Havlicek, Kuzi, Cornbread. Still today, me and Cornbread got stories. It just shows you just the culture that we got here. That the former players that still come back and golf themselves with the team, and it's going to continue for like when I'm long gone. Mm-hmm. And how they showed me. Mm-hmm. And the reason I come back, so now when Tatum and these guys, when they retire, they're gone, they come back.
And they're going to show off their championship rings, right?
Yeah. So that's lit. It's lit.
Right?
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
It's cool.
It's funny. I mean, well, go ahead.
Paul, we wouldn't have won it without you, obviously. So thanks, Truth.
Man, I'm just the only regret I have was not doubling up. That
09 team was the best one out of the three.
That 09 team, we got injured KG, and then 2010 Game 7, man, they cheated us.
Man, that fourth quarter.
They got Danny. You already know Danny. He called like 25 fouls on us.
That fourth quarter, man.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it was just that's the only regret. But it was a good run. We said it was going to be a short run, but we fulfilled what we were supposed to do. And I'm glad you made it happen.
I think what you guys did in 08, 9, and 10 is showing through today. It's not a totally different era.
No.
There's the connection of the trade, but there's also the energy in the building has been insane ever since the Big Three arrived. Mm-hmm. And it's the same energy.
There go my boy right here. There go my boy. There we go.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 1 What I loved about
These
that.
is lifelongers right here.
I know it. I
You
know
see
it.
these right here in the front row?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to see them at every game.
I love it.
Someone asked me the other day, Paul, what is the greatest memory that you have of Paul Pierce? And this is what I said.
All right, hold on. Here you go.
Listen, someone asked me the other day, what is the most memorable thing you remember about Paul Pierce? I said, forget his accolades. What I remember when Paul got in trouble in the South End, and
Can't hear you. Come on, tell us.
and then when Paul got in trouble in the South End, they said, "What do you mean?" One of the youngest Celtics fan, and I said he had got stabbed multiple times, and I'm being honest. He went to the hospital, and from there, Paul changed his life. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the Truth Foundation was formed, and that's what I remember most about Paul Pierce in Boston.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. That's what I remember. Man, thank you. Hey, I'll see you tonight. No. Yeah.
I was going to ask you about the 8, 9, 10 run, just the respect between you and Kobe was so cool to see.
Yeah, I just remember after the games running into the hall with him, and we'd shake and have a quick little moment. But, man, it's so sad that he passed away, man. That's probably one of the saddest things in my lifetime. But the respect we did have, because we did some business ventures in the summertime, actually. And, he was the ultimate competitor, and just how everything came full circle just with the Lakers and Boston. And, man, I remember playing pickup games. So me and Kobe played pickup at UCLA. And this was the year we were bad and they were bad too. This is the year before we made the trade. And he was talking about getting traded.
Yes.
He was talking about, and I was like,
He
what?
went on the radio and asked to be traded.
Yeah, he was talking. I'm telling you, we was in the UCLA gym, and we both was like talking about he probably not gonna be in LA, and I'm probably not gonna be in Boston. Then a year later, we playing against each other in the championship. That was crazy, just how stuff becoming full circle. But yeah, just as a competitor, as a guy that was a generational talent that kids look up to even to today, it was just I always respected him. And I didn't respect I respected players, but.
Well, that's what I was going to say is that he didn't, I had spent a lot of time covering both of you guys.
Yeah.
And Kobe could talk a lot of shit about a lot of guys, right?
Yeah.
Because he knew where he was and he had a lot to say about where other guys were. And he always put you right up here with him. Always.
Yeah, because I think we were cut from the same cloth for the most part. He was more skilled and different, but he understood where I came from. I understood where he came from, and that was where the respect came in at. He knew I wasn't gonna back down from him either.
Nope.
Like a lot of people did, so shout out to one of the all-time greats.
And I assume the title in those years, like as a whole, is what you look back on the most fondly. But was there moments? Guys, when they retire, always talk about the in-between moments, right? The gym, the practice, the bus. They're talking about Boo-Ray on the plane. I have never heard a team talk so much about the card games they play on the plane as when I covered this team.
Speaking of talking, all right, so it starts in the locker room after the games, and KG starts talking, and then he starts yelling. And then he's got to get like a massage, but he's still yelling. And we all have to wait around an extra half hour. And then we get on the plane, and then you can hear, when he's getting on the plane, you can hear the roar of the yelling and the talking. And then he goes to his area, and would usually gather the rookies around it just to give them a little bit of mentorship, we could say.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I swear, he used to have them sitting around in a circle like a campfire story.
Wait, are you serious?
No, I promise. He'll be telling a story and they're sitting
So
in a
it's a
circle.
2.5, 3-hour flight from wherever back to Hanscom, and it goes the whole time. He's still talking, and he's going MF, MF, MF. Like every, you can bleep that out or whatever. And then we land. One time we landed at Hanscom, and hit touchdown. It's 2 a.m. We're taxiing over to the FBO to get in the car, and he made them wait because he wasn't quite done with his thought.
Absolutely. I'd be on the plane still telling
Are you
stories.
serious?
I promise you.
Oh, my God.
He's the best storyteller ever.
He's pretty good. There's no question.
There's never going to be another Paul Pierce, and there will never be another Kevin Garnett.
No doubt, man.
No doubt.
Amen. And we still get to work together, which is so much fun.
And so you can hear us on our podcast, KG and
Yeah.
Truth, weekly every Friday. We got all the good stories. You know, check us out. We got some good stories, man.
So
Some
good.
good stories. So
Was there one of those though moments? I mean, that's amazing, by the way, that he makes the plane wait. For you, was there one of those bus, plane, locker room, off the court moments that is always gonna make you think of your Celtics time?
oh, man. I don't know, man. I almost got in a fight with Perk about 2 or 3 times.
Who would have won? Uh-oh.
No, look. Perk is a big dude. You're like, I really don't want to fight Perk. I don't want no smoker, but I would have to sneak him or something. Like, watch out. No. But man, I mean, it's just so many good memories, man, and it's just between the ownerships, like I said, the coaches that allowed us to be us, so we can thrive and win and create an environment for the future generations. We appreciate you, Wyc. We still do. One of the best owners, if not the best owners in basketball. We want to give a shout out to you, man.
Thank you, Paul.
I want you to know how rare this is because
So,
we go to so many
Man,
cities.
yeah, give it up. Best owner in basketball, y'all. Straight up. And
Thank
so,
you. No, that's all right. If you have great players, you seem like a great owner. So thank
Hey,
you, Paul.
look.
That's what.
You got to get them. You got to pay them. You got to get the right front office. You got to hire the right coaches. This is
It's
done.
everybody but the owners, but we try not to get in the way. And thank you very
Please.
much.
How many cities do we go to where they boo the owner? A lot.
yeah, I
I don't
know.
want to talk
I know.
about
I
New York,
boo.
but
I know.
I'm talking about New York.
Man, that's a few owners. I was like, boo.
You got that Donald Sterling TV series coming up. I'm just saying.
They need to come out with a Celtic Pride series.
Well, you got a series on NBC.
Man.
Come on, what more do you want?
We got 10 episodes on HBO coming.
Oh.
And they're filming tonight.
All
So
right.
sit up straight.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. The docu. No, I'm talking about some of the stories though, like how Showtime, they got their Showtime. We need a Celtic Pride.
Oh
one.
yeah, like the. Who plays you? Who plays you?
Probably like Denzel or something. I don't know.
Come on. You gotta get the age right first of all.
All right.
Donald Faison.
Donald Faison. No, hold on.
No.
Who up and coming right now?
Michael B. Come
Michael
on.
B.
I feel like
Michael
B.
B.
is
Jordan.
you,
Right. That's
right?
me. Right.
I feel like that's you. 100%. Who plays you?
No, I'm not in it. I'm just a producer.
Oh, please.
All right. All right. I think it's time for us to start getting ready for the game, y'all.
No, we got a few minutes.
Man, we got to get to the arena.
You get good. Well, I want to ask you about the game first
All
of
right,
all.
all right.
I want to say again, and I'm like,
Paul, how do you get ready for the game these days?
oh boy.
I have a little bit of Sincuro.
There we go, my
There
friend.
we go. All right, so I know you
Make
said
sure y'all
Celtics
stop by
in
the bar and get
4.
some Sincuro.
I know you said Celtics in 4, but I want to know why you think that. What do you think? What are the matchups that you like for Boston in this game?
I just think we're kind of like a little bit more too athletic for them. I think we got more size on the perimeter. That's going to be tough for them to deal with. And I just feel like they're playing their best basketball right now. And that Miami series, I mean, they were kind of mostly flawless in the whole series, except for one game where Miami, they had to shoot a record-breaking number of threes just to win. And so if you just throw that out of there, they've been playing great, and I think they're in a great rhythm. And they got a chip on their shoulder. They know they left something on the table last year, the year before, and I think they're growing from that. And I think they're gonna handle business.
Does anything worry you?
I don't want them to get bored with the process. Like as much as you want to think ahead, no, take it game by game, handle business, and move on, one at a time.
Does anything worry you?
Yeah, everything worries me. Listen,
It's like a parent comment, right?
if we win, I'll be wearing the same stuff on Thursday. If we lose, it's going to be all different.
I just think the most important thing, and in every championship run, you have to be good and lucky. You hear this all the time, Doc. You say that you have to be good. So hopefully we can get Kristaps healthy. I don't think we need him for this series, but moving forward, I think we have enough to get through this series. If we can get him all the way healthy, and we can stay healthy throughout, I think we're going to be tough to beat.
That's got to be the hardest part about front office stuff, ownership stuff, is that you can't predict health.
You can't predict health, and you can't predict what's going on. When I originally thought of this whole idea of the Celtics, I didn't name the little company I put together to do it, Championship this or Banner that. It really wasn't. The first name I had was Game 7 LLC. And I'm like, because I was thinking, I've got to enjoy not knowing. I've got to enjoy the tip-off of a Game 7 instead of already knowing how it's going to end. So I try to really live in this moment of the risk and the being scared and being worried and not knowing what's going to happen. And then when it does go well, like it did for us, it's a lifetime.
That's awesome.
There you have it. All right, y'all, man. We'd like to thank y'all for coming out. We're going to get ready for this game.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Wyc. Thank you, Rachel. Wanted to give another shout out to DraftKings for allowing us to do this. And we're going to bring this back next round, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Truth.
Let's do it again.